I'm not sure what's more bizarre in last night's Lakers-Celtics game. The most bizarre thing about that, I'm really not sure. Like the Celtics rocking the green at home, the Lakers wearing gold in Boston, Kemba Walker having a 28-game losing streak to LeBron James. He was 0-28. Or the Celtics hammering LA 139-107. Let me start with the first point. Like, I'm not going to get off my lawn with that jersey thing and go all, back in my day, the Lakers wore purple in Boston. I'm not going to get like that. But every so often, it is pretty weird to see traditional rivals wearing the reverse of their jerseys. But even then, not nearly as bizarre as seeing this Lakers team get run out of the gym on the road the way they were last night, especially against a team that had not been playing well. A team that came in having lost 3 straight and 6 of 8. That 32-point win was the largest regular season win by either team in this rivalry in more than 50 years. In other words, that sort of hospital job just does not happen on either side. And if you didn't watch that game last night, you would see the final that read 139-107, and you'd probably assume that the Lakers never even bothered to get off the bus. But you'd be wrong, because they led 8-0. They jumped on the Celtics early on. They jumped on them only to get outscored by 40 the rest of the way. In other words, they got off the bus, they hit a few shots, and then they thought, we're good. Then they turned around and they got back on the bus. Except they were anything but good. And the Celtics picked a very good time to remember they were the Celtics. As everybody kept repeating before that game, he went into last night 0-28, 0-28 against LeBron. I mean, I want to say that's like one of the truly stupid stats I've ever seen in my life. But not because of what you might think. Not because of the number per se. But because of this notion that Kemba Walker was somehow 0-28 versus LeBron. He wasn't. His teams were 0-28 against LeBron's teams. And for the most part, Kemba's teams just weren't that good. So that's not on Kemba. He's not playing one-on-one here, but in many cases during that streak, he may as well have been playing 1-on-5 here. But I'll give you this. It is still pretty bizarre that any player in the NBA could go 0-28 against any other player. Pretty bizarre that he never stumbled into a single win at any point. But he hadn't until he and they did last night. And yes, the Celtics had looked like garbage of late. But the team everybody had been waiting on finally showed up again last night. And while they were hitting pretty much everything, the Lakers couldn't make a shot. And they were getting murdered on the glass, and they were getting wrecked in transition. The Celtics, meanwhile, moved the rock. They played with pace. They had 5 guys finish with 16 or more points. They destroyed LA in the process. And because it's LeBron and the Lakers losing to a Celtics team that was struggling. Alvin, thank you. Because it was LeBron and the Lakers and the Celtics were struggling, people are going to freak out now and say the Lakers are overhyped, overrated, not that good. Yeah, maybe you pump the brakes on that just a little bit. It was a blowout, but it's only one game. And they have the ultimate get-right team in the Knicks coming up next. So no need to panic, no need to grip. The Lakers are fine. All the main ingredients and a few extra toppings and a good old-fashioned butt-whooping. And a few more things like Jason Tatum going for 27, 5 and 3. Like Jaylen Brown going for 20 points and 6 assists. And like Jaylen Brown dropping this dunk on LeBron's dome. I feel you. That'll happen. Celtics radio. That'll happen. That'll happen. And when that does happen, of course, everybody on Twitter freaks out. And as always, I don't know how many times I have to say this. As always, my policy on guys getting dunked on is it'll happen. If you try to play, it happens to us all, right, Tig?
Yeah, it happens.
Am I right, Eldrick?
Happens to us all.
Am I right, Eldrick? It happens to us all.
It happens to us all. Yeah, it
Tig,
happens.
does it happen? Does it happen? Does it happen? Does it happen? Does it happen to all of us?
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
See tomorrow, Big Cat. See tomorrow, Big Cat. See tomorrow, Big Cat. What time are you coming on, Big Cat? See tomorrow, Big Cat.
Wake up.
It happens to us all.
Yeah, it happens.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you try to play defense in the NBA, you will get dunked on. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. And if you aren't getting dunked on, that means you're ducking out and trying to avoid getting caught on Twitter, getting dunked on. And that's so much worse. Better to get dunked on and try than to take the coward's way out and avoid being Twitterized.
Cowards.
And no, that dunk does not mean that LeBron is washed. But that doesn't take anything away from Brown and what he did. It was an enormous moment. He tried to be mellow. He tried to play it off. He tried to be calm. But then it just came out and he admitted, you know what, that was cool. That felt good. That felt great. That's a bucket thing. And why not? LeBron gets it. Like I said, it happens to us all. The only people it doesn't happen to are those that are not playing defense. So give the Celtics some bleeping credit.
Give them some credit.
They still are not a team with a ton of size, but they showed up big last night. Here are a few other ingredients for a Lakers L. Anthony Davis getting into foul trouble in his return from injury, never getting into any kind of rhythm. JaVale McGee being the team's leading scorer. Don't get it twisted. You know I love JaVale McGee and his game. But if he's your leading scorer for a night on this Lakers team, something either has gone so right or so wrong. And last night it was so wrong. Before anybody tries to get in on this, one more point. Last night's loss had nothing to do with LeBron taking a helicopter to Springfield, Mass. Before that game to watch his son play. Even if it did, and I don't think it did, but even if it did, even if that loss was entirely due to the fact that LeBron went to watch his son play, I'm fine with it. Not only do I not care, I dig it. Getting a chance to watch your son play in a situation like that is cool. In fact, I'll go as far as to say it's more important than a regular season NBA game in January. Just like it might be the start of something for the Celtics. It's not the end of something for the Lakers. They did not get exposed yesterday. They're not fraudulent. The only people getting exposed because of that loss are the dopes who said the Lakers got exposed. The dopes who said the Lakers lost because LeBron got on a copter to see Bronny play. And no clones. LeBron has not asked YouTube to take down Brown's dunk on him.